Life has a way of accumulating stuff, doesn't it? Whether it's memories, gifts, or just the ordinary odds and ends of daily living, clutter creeps in until one day you look around and feel paralyzed. The task seems insurmountable. But take heart. You're not alone, and there are ways to reclaim your space and peace of mind. Let's explore practical, emotionally uplifting strategies to help seniors tackle clutter when it feels overwhelming. These hacks, inspired by real advice from seniors like you, are designed to be manageable and encouraging. Number 1. The one-in, one-out rule. This rule is a powerful way to prevent new clutter from taking over your space. For every new item you bring into your home, commit to removing one existing item. For example, if you buy a new sweater, donate an older one you no longer wear. A retired librarian shared on a forum that this habit transformed her approach to shopping. It makes me think twice before buying something because I know I'll have to part with something else. It's helped me maintain balance in my home. Implementing this rule over time keeps your belongings in check and ensures you're surrounded only by things that truly matter. 2. Repurpose and upcycle. Sometimes the hardest part of decluttering is feeling wasteful. Consider whether certain items can be repurposed or upcycled into something useful. For instance, old mason jars can be cleaned and used for organizing small items like screws or sewing supplies. One woman shared how she turned her collection of chipped teacups into adorable planters. "It gave my sentimental items a new life and purpose," she said. Look for creative ways to make the most of what you have. It's both eco-friendly and rewarding. 4. Declutter in seasons. Instead of tackling your entire home at once, focus on decluttering by seasons. For instance, as winter approaches, go through your wardrobe and donate clothes you haven't worn in years. In spring, focus on the garage or gardening tools. Breaking the task into seasonal cycles aligns decluttering with natural rhythms. One man shared, "Every fall I clear out my kitchen pantry and donate non-expired food to a local shelter. It's become a tradition that makes me feel good and keeps the pantry neat." 5. Set up donation stations. Place a designated donation station in your home, a box or bag where you can easily drop items you no longer need. Once the box is full, take it to a local charity or thrift store. A retired school principal shared how this method helped her stay on top of clutter. "Having a donation box in my laundry room means I'm always looking for something to add." It's a simple but effective habit. 6. Group. Similar items together. One effective way to cut down clutter is to gather similar items and store them together. This strategy is especially helpful for items like kitchen gadgets, office supplies, or holiday decorations. One woman shared her tip for grouping similar items. "I collected all my batteries from various drawers and put them in one labeled box. Now I know where to find them, and I've stopped accidentally buying extras." This method not only reduces clutter, but also saves money and time spent searching for misplaced items. 7. Create clutter-free zones. Designate certain areas in your home as clutter-free zones and commit to keeping them that way. These might include your dining table, favorite chair, or nightstand. One retiree shared, "Having just one clean surface like my kitchen island made me feel so much calmer. It became my sanctuary in a busy house." Starting with small zones can inspire you to expand the clutter-free mindset to other areas. 8. Use the 5-item rule. Each day, make it a daily habit to remove 5 items from your home. These could be things you throw away, donate, or relocate to their proper place. Over time, this small daily effort adds up to big changes. A senior shared her experience in a decluttering group. "Every morning I pick 5 things to deal with. It's quick and manageable, but over the weeks I've cleared out so much stuff without even realizing it." 9. Start small, the power of the 10-minute rule. One of the most reassuring pieces of advice comes from a common tip shared online. Just start with 10 minutes. Set a timer and focus on one small area, a single drawer, shelf, or even just one corner of a room. It's amazing how much you can accomplish in a short burst of focused effort. Marie shared how she began decluttering her late mother's house using this approach. She said, "I tackle one kitchen drawer during my coffee break. Before I knew it, I had the entire counter cleared off without even noticing the time flying by." Starting small builds momentum, which is key when you feel stuck. You'll often find yourself going beyond the 10 minutes because starting is the hardest part. 10. The 4-box method for decision paralysis. One of the biggest obstacles to cleaning is deciding what to do with each item. Enter the 4-box method, a technique many swear by. Label 4 boxes: keep, donate, trash, and unsure. As you go through your clutter, place each item in one of the boxes. The unsure box is especially helpful for sentimental items, allowing you to set them aside for later decisions. You're not ready to part with something yet? For example, a YouTube commenter shared that her elderly father had a hard time letting go of old tools. They used the unsure box to store these items temporarily. After a month, they revisited the box together and found he was ready to part with most of them because he realized he hadn't needed them. This method helps break the mental gridlock and moves the process forward. 11. Adopt the one-touch rule. This simple but powerful habit can prevent clutter from piling up again. The one-touch rule means handling an item only once. When you pick something up, put it in its rightful place immediately instead of setting it aside to deal with later. For instance, when you get the mail, sort it the moment you bring it in. Bills go in their folder, junk mail gets recycled, and personal letters are placed in your reading area. A retired teacher in a decluttering forum shared how this habit transformed her living room. "I'd pick up a magazine and instead of just shifting it to another table, I'd put it in the recycling bin. It's a small mindset shift, but it's made a world of difference." 12. Enlist a trusted partner. Decluttering can feel isolating, but you don't have to do it alone. Invite a friend, family member, or even a professional organizer to help. Having someone by your side can make the process less overwhelming and more enjoyable. Consider the story of Nana Jo. Her granddaughter spent weekends helping her sort through years of accumulated craft supplies. Together, they laughed over forgotten projects and made decisions about what to keep and what to donate. The process became a bonding experience rather than a chore. If you don't have someone close by, many communities have volunteers or organizations that offer assistance to seniors. Don't hesitate to reach out. People love to help. 13. Visualize your ideal space. Before you begin decluttering, take a moment to visualize how you want your space to look and feel. This technique is often recommended by online communities as a way to stay motivated. Imagine a cozy living room where you can relax without feeling cramped, or a kitchen counter free of unnecessary appliances. One woman shared how she printed a photo of a minimalist bedroom she loved and taped it to her closet door. "Whenever I got stuck deciding whether to keep something, I'd look at that picture and ask myself, does this item fit into that vision?" By focusing on the end goal, you'll find it easier to let go of items that no longer serve you. 14. Make it fun with music or podcasts. Decluttering doesn't have to be dreary. Put on your favorite music or listen to an engaging podcast while you work. Many people find that adding entertainment to the process makes it more enjoyable and helps them stay focused. It feels less like a chore and more like a pleasant activity. One retired nurse shared how she would listen to old radio shows while sorting through her attic. "I'd laugh along with the stories and forget I was even cleaning," she said. Choose something uplifting or nostalgic to keep your spirits high. Break it down by categories, not rooms. Organizing by category rather than location is a popular tip inspired by the KonMari method. Instead of tackling an entire room, focus on one type of item, such as clothing, books, or kitchenware. For instance, gather all your books from around the house in one place. Seeing them all together gives you a better sense of how much you have and makes it easier to decide what to keep. This approach worked wonders for an elderly couple who shared their story. We tackled our extensive book collection by asking, which books do we truly love and want to read again? The process felt more meaningful and less overwhelming. 16. Set realistic goals and celebrate small wins. It's important to acknowledge every bit of progress, no matter how small. Start by setting achievable goals that fit your energy level and schedule. For example, instead of saying, "I'll clean the whole garage today," commit to organizing one shelf or one box. Breaking down the task into manageable chunks prevents burnout and keeps you motivated. Celebrate each milestone you reach. Maybe you didn't clear out the entire garage, but you sorted and donated a bag of old clothes. That's a win. Keep a journal or take photos to track your progress and use these as visual reminders of how far you've come. One senior in a forum shared how she rewarded herself with small treats after each decluttering session. "I'd have a cup of tea and a slice of cake or watch an episode of my favorite show. It's like giving myself a little pat on the back for a job well done. It keeps me motivated to keep going," she said. Others have suggested creating a progress chart on the wall, where each task completed earns a gold star or a sticker. Seeing those stars accumulate can be a surprisingly powerful motivator. Additionally, if you find joy in giving, focus on the impact your decluttering can have on others. Donating unused items to charity or passing heirlooms to loved ones can make the process feel purposeful. A retired teacher on Reddit shared how she framed decluttering as spreading joy. "Every item I let go of was something that could help someone else." It turned the process from sad to uplifting. By focusing on realistic goals and celebrating small wins, the journey becomes more enjoyable and meaningful. You'll maintain a positive outlook and make steady progress toward reclaiming your space. 17. Don't be afraid to ask for professional help. If the task feels too big, consider hiring a professional organizer. These experts are skilled at creating systems that work for your specific needs and can make the process much faster and less stressful. One woman shared how hiring an organizer helped her elderly mother clear out 30 years' worth of belongings. "It wasn't just about getting rid of stuff," she said. "The organizer taught us how to maintain the space and made my mom feel empowered." 18. Remember, it's okay to let go. Be kind to yourself. Letting go of items, especially sentimental ones, can be difficult. Remind yourself that memories aren't in the things themselves, but in your heart and mind. Take photos of cherished items if you're struggling to part with them. One woman shared how she created a photo album of her late husband's belongings before donating them. "Every time I look at those pictures, I feel the same love and connection," she said. 19. Leverage technology for paper clutter. Paper clutter can be a huge challenge, but technology offers solutions. Consider scanning important documents and saving them digitally to reduce physical paperwork. There are apps and scanners specifically designed for this purpose. A retiree on a tech forum shared, "I scanned my old medical records, warranties, and even sentimental letters. Now I have everything organized on my computer, and I freed up an entire drawer." Just be sure to back up your files and keep sensitive information secure. Practice gratitude for what remains. As you declutter, take a moment to appreciate the items you choose to keep. Practicing gratitude for what you have can shift your mindset from feeling deprived to feeling content. One senior gentleman shared, "After I cleaned out my closet, I hung up only the clothes I love and wear often. Every time I open my closet now, I feel so grateful for what's there. It's a small thing, but it brings me joy." By focusing on gratitude, you'll find it easier to let go of the rest and create a home that truly reflects your needs and values. Decluttering as a senior is not just about cleaning up. It's about reclaiming your space, peace of mind, and sense of control. Start small, celebrate your progress, and remember, you're not alone in this journey. Each step you take is a step toward a lighter, brighter future. You've got this. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. Hit the subscribe button for more tips on living your best life in your golden years. Take care, and thank you for watching.